mind just...
Okay. Want me to talk about the safety? What I said about safety?
That's fine.
It's very appropriate that the school, after it's demolished, is going to make way for a new police station. And constantly, all the staffs and principals and teachers at the Gidley School were very concerned about the safety of the children. And it's very appropriate now that it's going to be a police station where they will take care of the safety of the people in the town.
Did you see any of your coworkers that you haven't seen in a while?
I saw so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most of them haven't changed. They look wonderful. It's been 30 years since I was there. I was there until 1985. So it's been actually 32 years. And I was very young at the time. I was a very young principal. I became a principal in my early 30s. And it was a small school environment. And no matter what people say, small schools are the best because we knew everybody by name in the school. We communicated with each child every single day. And because what happens in the big school is kids get lost, whether people want to admit that or not. But it was a wonderful atmosphere. The parents were extremely involved. They were very helpful. They would do anything for the school. And as I said when I gave my talk, that was the best job I ever had. And I became principal of Potter School afterwards. And but when I was principal of the Gidley School, I loved it so much that I didn't like holidays. I couldn't wait to get to school in the morning. And that's the truth. People don't believe that. They say, oh, you're just saying that, but it's the truth. I love that job, and I love the teachers, and I love the kids in the school.
Do you have one big thing that you learned from being principal at the Gidley School?
The one thing that I learned from being principal at the Gidley School, and that I believe to this day, is that every child needs a mentor. I used to say that it's very important that parents reach their children from the time they're born. But I would say that, added to that, I would say that I also learned that every child needs a mentor. Every child needs someone who cares about him or her. And I think that that combination, the child will learn. And it's also very important that children are happy in school. Because I find nowadays, I was on the school committee in Bedford for years. And I found that going into the schools, teachers, sometimes they don't look very happy ever since MCAS came along. And for good reason, because of the fact that the State Department of Education was always criticizing them. And it was so unfair because 99% of the teachers that I've known in my whole life, and I was in the town of Darby for 50 years, and 99% of the teachers are wonderful human beings, wonderful teachers who just work and work. They'll do anything for a child, so that they're my favorite people in the whole world.
Very awesome. Is there anything you wanted to add that I missed, maybe?
I really enjoy your paper, by the way. I read it all the time. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I read it all the time. I love reading newspapers, So I look for the story. Only that I want to thank each child, thousands of children whom I had as students while I was principal of the Gidley School in 15 years. I want to thank each one of them for giving me so much back and teaching me so many things that it was necessary for me to know. So I want to thank the students too.